We are the Dillinger Escape Plan.
And you're watching a show
called Stephanie's Rock Show. You can see her stripes, but you know she's clean.
Hey, how do you rock and rage at the same time?
I don't know.
Nobody does.
Hi, this is Stephanie with SMN News and StephaniesRockShow.com. We're here with an infectious hot band, Dillinger Escape Plan. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Hey, that cleared up months ago. All right? That rumor is not even true. It's completely gone.
After the herpes convo, so how have you guys changed? You've had 5 studio albums, and you've changed, obviously, the people in the band and the sound and whatnot and grown. But how do you think you've changed look-wise and growing together?
More wrinkles, a few more ball sack wrinkles.
Have your balls gotten saggier throughout the
I have
album?
a vagina.
Oh, okay. Did you guys expect to win the Golden God Award for Best Underground Band?
Yeah, they tell no award shows are fake, you know?
Yeah.
And we're like, well, we don't really want to come.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like we're gonna fly all this, but we're on tour. We got work to do, you know.
Pay for your tickets, you know. So it's kind of important that we know we're gonna win.
Show up. Like you should probably show up. Can't say why,
Wink,
but you should
wink.
probably show up.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
It's only polite, you know, to let a motherfucker know.
Yeah.
That if you're gonna spend money, I can at least get a paperweight. You know. Come on.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's a good show though too. Like Lemmy and
it was
Rob
really
Zombie, and there's like a lot of good performers that have performed at Golden God.
Fozzy, you know. That's. It was really cool. Just seeing like Dave Grohl and like. Lemmy and Slash and all those people. It's like kind of like just
Manson.
We pretty much went out with Dio right before he died.
Oh my god, I was there in the audience.
It looked great.
Yeah.
Like Dio looked great, and I remember saying to Ben, like, man, he's doing really well. I'm so glad that he pulls through that. And then we were on tour like a week later, and we were just like, he died. And we were like, what? No, that's not right. We just saw him. He was like giving people the metal horns and walking around the red carpet, and he didn't look weak and frail, and like. It was just so strange, you know.
He had stomach cancer during the filming, but he didn't tell anyone.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, he just was great. And then,
Rainbow in the dark.
that metal show needs you guys on singing right now. I love it.
Part in Holy Diver where he's
Down the street from the guy from that metal show.
No way. Is it Jim, Eddie, or
Eddie Trunk.
Eddie Trunk?
I live down
Okay,
the
he's
street.
the man.
It's like a big sword where he runs around.
We hang out at Qdoba, me and Eddie Trunk.
No way.
Yeah.
He is like the god of rock journalism.
Yeah, we hang out. We talk about family life, and he's got like a bunch of kids, and and he's like, yeah, I wrote a book about metal. I gotta go do some signings next week. I'm like, cool, I'll mow your lawn.
I love it. He wants to mow Eddie Trunk's lawn. So you guys working on any new material right now? Like any new songs and new albums in the making?
Actually, I've been spending a lot of time. We're still touring on Option Paralysis quite a bit. We're doing this full tour with Mastodon. We have Soundwave on Australia. We're playing Indonesia for the first time. We're playing India. We're playing, we're playing Auckland, and so we still got a lot going on. We're probably gonna do one more headline tour for this run, 'cause I feel like we still haven't done a real proper headline for Option Paralysis around the whole U.S. But creatively, we've really been spending a lot of time on side projects and stuff like that. We've been really busy creatively on other things while we were still, yeah.
Sideways with Goats.
Sideways projects. Yeah.
Nice. I dig it. So how was it opening up for Deftones? I'm a big Deftones fan. Was that like
first, right? And then they come on right after us.
Oh my god, I love it.
It's kind of like that.
You guys are comedy. Whose idea was it to create your own label, and has there been pros or cons or a little bit of both?
Fuck. Ben, you created it.
Well, no,
I created the name.
Yeah.
And then, Party Smasher.
Yeah,
that was a song title. And then right before we were out of our contract, and we were kind of like, the music industry is in such a state of, wherever, that we didn't really know what to do. All we knew is that we wanted to have some type of like stamp of control over things, And Ben, it was Ben's idea, so I don't know if you.
Well, no, that's exactly what he said. The industry is changing so drastically, constantly, that it was really hard for us to say, okay, we want to make a long-term decision of what we're going to do next. It really didn't make sense to do that. So, but we did want to have some consistency, and we did want to be able to say, look, this is, part of the Dillinger thing. When we all came up listening to music, there were labels we loved, there were scenes that we loved, and a lot of that's kind of diluted with the internet and all the media that's going on. It's kind of everything's available to everyone all at the same time. There isn't really little scenes and little things. So we really wanted to create a vibe around what we did and the side band project we did and the other things we did that were Dillinger related. So we just kind of made Party Smasher as an umbrella label for everything that we do that just has the Dillinger stamp of approval on it. It's not necessarily a traditional label. Like I said, it's just a way for us to tie everything we do together.
That's kick-ass. I like it. So if you guys individually could work with a band that's dead or alive, who would it be?
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix, right off the bat.
That's a really good one, actually, Jimmy. I think we're all would probably be stoked with Jimmy Hendrix.
I mean, if he's gonna take Jimmy, I'll take Led Zeppelin.
Nice.
Zeppelin.
Just all of Led Zeppelin or Robert Plant in general? Or?
No, the whole thing, man.
Yeah, the whole
I'd like
shebang.
to have Jim Morrison do a guest vocal. That'd be pretty sick.
I'd love to work with George Harrison, personally.
Badass.
But, you know.
Cool to play some fucking bass. No, we got a good bass player. We don't need that guy. Dead or alive, all of Metallica.
Yeah.
Because they're, oh no. Fuck. Who?
kick ass.
Kurt Cobain would be cool. That'd be rad. Do a little song. I don't know. Everyone that's dead is rad for the most part.
I know.
You know?
I guess if you do a lot of drugs, you become extra creative.
Comedy, like all the good people are dead. You got John Belushi and Chris Farley and all those people are dead. Like music, all the good people are dead. It's like
Don Rickles still kicking. He's awesome. He's so
He's
goddamn.
such a
he's
dick.
He is
It's amazing.
the king. The king.
But Dimebag Darrell's dead. We've lost a lot. You know, Dio, we were just talking about that.
we do a little guest verse. If Tupac was alive and you wanted to do a guest verse, I would have him.
You guys have been from Warped Tour all the way to playing with Deftones and harder bands. How do you guys fit into all those different categories?
Just don't fit in anywhere. When you don't fit in anywhere, you really can't. You just play where they'll have you. You know, we played a bar mitzvah once. We played
No way.
Yeah.
How did the Jewish kids like you guys?
you know,
Considering
It was
Jewish
a
kids started our band.
Oh, kick ass.
You know?
Yeah. So they were freaking out.
you know some of the all our mathcore ways.
Lyme an African name? What is that?
Well, I think it might. It's actually South Africa.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, you guys are mature. You've done a lot of tours right now. We're on your tour bus right now. Do you guys have a wild fan that's tried really hard or done something crazy to get on your tour bus?
Jeff Tuttle's in the band. He was a wild fan that managed to get into the band.
Shut up. Did you show him your tits or like how did you get in the band?
He had more stage presence than we did.
Combined.
Before Jeff was in the band, like we would play like Detroit, and like we'd be like, man, this show's like really good, and then we'd look over and there was this guy just like rocking on the stage. I'm like, how did this guy get on the stage? Like he doesn't have a guitar, and he would like get closer and closer to actually being on the stage. So one day we just put a guitar on him, and he started fucking playing the songs.
Been home since.
It's true.
So this is Dillinger Escape Plan Ultimate Groupie.
That's right. What happened?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, it truly is.
Nice.
I was not joking around. He forced himself into the band.
I love it. So, I mean, he didn't have to do any sexual favors. He was just really good at guitar and just kind of...
He's good at a lot of other things too, you know.
Uh-oh.
The fret hand comes in handy, you know.
Well, thank you guys very much for coming on the show, and we're excited to see the show. Check out a little bit of live footage.
In the dark.
I think I might need to put that song in an intro and outro for us.
Lightning, you know it always brings me down.
So do you have any other interviews that you have planned in the works, young lady? So I got a Zach De La Rocha Steven Tyler story I'm going to tell secondhand. A friend of mine is kind of, I don't know what he does. He just ends up hanging around with people. And he's somehow friends with Zach De La Rocha, and they were riding around on this cart and backstage at some European festival. And in the distance, they see like another cart come, and they can hear like, like scooting and scouting and shit. And they're like, what is that? And they like see scarves and shit. And it's Steven Tyler. And like he hops off of the cart and like, you know, shuffles over to the fucking, there's like scarves falling on the ground. And he comes over to the Zach De La Rocha cart and he's like, hey man, you're in that band Rage Against the Machine, right? And Zach De La Rocha's just like, oh, what the fuck is going on here? And he's like, I have a question for you, man. How do you rock and rage at the same time? And Zach De La Rocha's like, I don't know. And he's like, exactly. Nobody knows. Skoo-doom, doo-doo-doo. And he starts scatting and just backs away. And my friend says that him and Zach De La Rocha were just like petrified, like what just happened? Like, you know, a unicorn just walked past, you know. But that's it. That's more interesting than any Dillinger Escape Plan story you heard today.